So I'm still sitting out here in the dark, and um in the other video where the cops were looking for someone, I had seen somebody looking into my mom's window in the back, but I think he must have came from my window first, because I think he might have pushed in this box that I have covering my window on the inside. I was asleep, and as soon as I heard that, I got up and put my leg on, and I walked over to my mom's, and she told me that our neighbor was saying that someone else was looking in her window too, so it's got to be the same person. But I didn't recognize who it was. It's dark, and I didn't have my flashlight yet. I should have grabbed it, but it was too dark. I didn't want to turn on my lights. So anyway, all my messages started coming in. The connection must have finally came back on. I was trying to call 911, but it wasn't going through. I tried 7 times and it never went through. Um, Later on, like maybe almost an hour later, then a cop drove by. The one in the video that I put up. Anyway, I was trying to get his attention, but he didn't come over. He went towards the back and drove out of the village, and then a little while later he drove in, and that's when I flashed my flashlight at him, and he finally came over, and I was telling him I was trying to call them 911, but it never worked. So I was showing him my calls, and I was gonna show him what the recording was on there. It would say to continue, press 1. So I would press 1, and then it would just shut off or hang up. It happened 7 times, and they know already that it's real hard to make phone calls to a landline. So anyway, he gave me a different number to call in case. So when I had dialed 911 again to show him what it did, it finally went through. Oh God. I was like, they're always around at the wrong time, the wrong minute. The perpetrators are long gone by the time they show up. We don't have cops like they do in the city all over the place. I think there's only 2 cops that work at night and 2 cops during the day. I'm not sure, but that's what I was told. But anyway, you can see the moon, and you can't see anything because this is just a cheapo tablet. But I was looking upward towards the stars, and you can see everything out here because there's no smog or any kind of cloud cover right now, and Milky Way and everything. It's really nice out here, real quiet right now, unless I turn my music on. But anyway, I'm just sitting outside. I like sitting out here late at night and just watch YouTube. I watch my movies, and I've been buying a whole bunch of movies from there. So when I go different places, I don't have to take my whole TV or DVD players and all my DVDs. It's all on my tablet. So I got rid of my phone, my what do they call those? Android phones. All I have now is a flip phone. It's a lot better. So that's me. But anyway, my sister and them have a dog, and sometimes he's up and around. That's her house right there, and it's pretty dark right now. A lot of people usually towards the evening, they're all over the place. Once in a while, I'll see somebody walking by around this time to the neighbors where they sell meth. I saw somebody outside over there. I don't bother them. I just leave them alone, and they don't. The cops can't even do shit. They can't even arrest anybody. I don't know what's wrong with them. I think that actually they're the ones providing the meth to these people and selling it for them. They don't bother them. They're probably involved in it too. All this stuff that they're doing, that's why they don't respond. That's how I see it. Someday they're gonna get caught themselves. So it always catches up. So anyway, yeah, just enjoying this night. I hope you guys are safe where you are and enjoying your nights, your days, your work, everything that you do every day. I know I put up all these, I upload all my videos. I'm not on here for all the likes and all that crap. I notice nobody likes my videos at all. I mean, I don't see no thumbs up on there. I'm not, that doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't need no validation of people, you know, liking me or whatever, liking my videos. I just want to help help people improve their lives. I mean, I know I'm not a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist or whatever. I just know I just learned the way I did, and it took me years to figure it out. I don't know if you guys can see me, but it took me years to figure out what I needed to do in order to stay clean and sober. And if I can do it, I know many of you can too. You just really have to get very serious about it. no matter what happens, and no matter what happened in the past, the key is to let it all go. And it's real hard, you know. If you know where I'm at, I can teach you. You can come here and I'll teach you how I learned. It takes a long time, but I can at least give you a head start before you really go down under. You don't really need to hit rock bottom. I mean, people say that they want to get better, but when are they going to start? Why can't you start today, you know? Like I said in my other video, we're always telling our children, warning them about different things. Why can't we do that for ourselves? You know? That's how I see it. But anyway, here's my shoes. Look at it, they don't even match. I don't know what happened to the other one when I was still healing up. I'm finally walking. I can finally get to my mom's and whatnot. She's just around the back. Probably about like 10 yards away. But it is a hard walk for me right now. It's not easy with having to do it with a prosthetic leg. I'll be alright. I just can't wait to get on my drums. We have a show coming up. My brother just told me yesterday on the 12th of August, somewhere in Flagstaff, with this old, I think they're from the 1980s glamour rock band called Trickster. They kind of sound like Europe or like Bon Jovi, and they're like the old rock bands, the hair bands, you know, like Poison and all those bands that they wear like makeup. It looked like girls and all that. I just call it glamour rock. I never really listened to their music. I mean, they can really play. I was listening to one of their albums a while ago, and I heard about them, and I think I might have seen them at one of like opening up for one of the bigger bands. But usually I'm not there for the opening act. I'm just there for like the headliners. So, and back then I was still drinking it too, and high on either acid or coke or weed, whatever. I didn't really care about those bands, so I think I might have seen them, but because they sound familiar. But anyway, we're supposed to open up for them pretty soon. So we've opened up for Hemlock, Soulfly, Max Cavalera, Flotsam and Jetsam. Let me see, Creedence Clearwater, but it was just a bass player and a drummer from Creedence, and we never got to meet them. I don't know, that was when John Fogerty was suing them, and I think they were more afraid of people attacking them or something. I don't know. But we opened up for them in Window Rock, and they didn't allow us to get backstage with them like we usually do with the other bands. So they probably thought that natives are probably more hostile than the white folks, so they kept all of us out from backstage. So anyway, that was a while back. And the moon was so beautiful when it was coming up. I wish I had a better, I don't know what kind of devices everyone uses when they upload videos and stuff. The sound and everything, a lot of them sound pretty good. I don't even have a mic or nothing. I don't even know how to do that. I just started doing these videos, talk about my life of alcoholism and drugs and what it all did to me and how I am now. So I just want everyone to have a better life, especially because they all have children. My son is 19 now, and they moved from where they used to live at in Phoenix, and I just got upset because he quit his job. He was a manager at Sonic, and now I don't know what he's doing. He drinks and he gets high, and I just hope he's not doing any other drugs either. I don't know. But he's an adult, and I can't control him. I can only warn him and guide him with his life. That's the thing, is we have no control over anything that could happen to our children, right? You know, ever since they've been conceived, all the women, the way they're treated, the baby gets affected in the womb. So it starts from there. Be good to yourselves. Maybe your baby will be good when it grows up. Life is hard, and it's gonna get harder. I mean, just thinking about the groceries, the food is extremely hard. It's getting more and more expensive. I went to the store down below at the Honami C-store, and that lady, our midway, told me that they get their products all the way from Albuquerque, and I'm like, what the hell? Why so far away? And she said that's the reason why it costs so much. And she said there's no warehouses around here. I think all these stores out here are getting scammed, just like everybody else. This whole world is filled with scammers. Facebook is the worst one. And they make laws for them to get away with it. That's a fucking... So, like I said, I'm not on any other social media apps anymore. The only one I use is WhatsApp for my friends from Belgium and Germany. Those are the only two people I talk to on that thing. My other friend from Austria, I email her, but she rarely responds, so I'll write a short letter or whatever, and when she has time, she'll write back. The one from Germany, she responds almost every night. She's a nice lady. And the one from Belgium, I talk with her a lot, almost every night. And she's the one that's been donating a lot of money to help our people. I mean, it's not much, but at least it's something to help the ones that like need diapers and groceries and things like that. So, hold on. I'm gonna get up and go inside. Hold on. So, anyway, I'm finally walking. I'm finally able to get up off my bed and whatnot. I'm okay. I feel alright. I'm just a little tired. I know it's like 2:30 or 3 in the morning. 3:08. Ah, ow. But I have an appointment, a follow-up appointment, probably to take my stitches out. I missed it last Friday, so it still hurts. I mean, I'm still dealing with the pain. Ah, see. Oh God, there was something that I wanted to say earlier about uh, I was watching this video about how these people were getting scammed in Australia. It's like it's a 60 minutes, the old 60-minute show. It's I guess they must have moved it to Australia or something because that's the only place they ever talk about on that 60 minutes show. And all these people are getting scammed by the banks down there. And just be careful with the banks. I bank at Bank of America, and um, one time I went in there and I really got after them for charging me $80 just because I went $10 over my limit. And it was right at lunchtime when that place was filled with people. And I don't think they wanted me to lose control in there. So, and then they acted real fast because they didn't want, I don't think they wanted everybody to hear it that were in there. But I did it anyway. I yelled at them in there, and they put me on a different type of plan or something. I don't know, but they don't charge me anymore. They, I, I went over a few times. Like I think I went over probably $80 and I didn't get charged anything for it. That's how they scam you. I mean, Wells Fargo is the worst one. I don't like that bank. I I know my Dr. McIntosh, that rehab where I send people the action program. He used to work at Bank of America, and he told us exactly what they do in there to scam people. They can imitate your voice. They can like get a video of you and use your voice from that. And they have their own type of hackers in there in those places. And that's what they were talking about from Australia, how this lady lost millions. I think it was millions of dollars that she lost, and she never got it back. One of my friends told me that his mom's $25,000 savings was taken out from her bank. I think at Wells Fargo. I don't know what came out of that. I just know that that's what happened with her. I was gonna go see her personally. That her husband used to be the chief of police out here, but he's retired now. But I was gonna go over and find out to see what had happened with all her money, if she ever got it back. But be very careful. Don't take out any loans or anything like that. I mean, there's these people write laws for these establishments so they could get away with all the scamming that they do. The cellular one out here on the Hopi reservation, you get data warnings on your device, and they tell you that you have to buy more data in order for it to work. That's another scam. Don't do it, because I never paid for data, and I'm still able to use my cell phone and my tablet when I had it all these years. And it still works. I mean, why pay for more data when the connections keep going off? You're just wasting all your money on that. You don't need all that stuff. Oh God, it's horrible, because I know a lot of people who get scammed, and it even though we warn them and things like that, they still do it. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's like they have a unlimited supply of money, probably because they're getting disability and all that, and it's like they don't even care of what they're doing to themselves and their family. So that's why I'm I call for my case on my disability. They didn't really say anything. All they said was it's still pending. I mean, what all do they need? I mean, I've been like this 30, 40 years. Damn. And there's people here in the village I know personally that get disability, and they're not even disabled. It's so fucked up that they're just using all that money to drink and drug, and they have kids too, and bootleg and things like that, selling drugs. And oh God, it just it's just all twisted. I asked them how they were able to get disability, and they said that the Hopi Healthcare helped them, and When I went down there to ask to have them write me a letter about my disability, the Hopi Healthcare told me they don't do that. They must have had some kind of red flag or some personal thing towards me. That's why they won't help me. So I just reported it not too long ago. And I'm gonna go back down there and talk to someone else. The Hopi tribe took over the Hopi Healthcare Center now, and it's gotten even worse. They don't care. They never cared about any of us. I don't even know if they care about their own family. I just get so frustrated talking about this. I do my best to stay out of it. But how am I supposed to move on? I mean, now I know why they say society can make a monster out of someone. It's just crazy how how it affects a person's mentality. The mental, some of them are already mentally ill, right? And society makes it worse for them, so they go out and do some mass killing just to make themselves feel better. It's crazy, and I don't know. It's just the United States. I think it's just all united for these scammers that are uniting together to get away with all the shit that's been happening. It's all over. It's in the hospitals, the jails, the prisons, the cops, the schools. Oh God, you name it's corrupt. This whole place is corrupt. I'm just. I guess I'm. That's probably why I'm all alone. Because I keep reporting these places. Nobody likes me anymore. Oh well, I'm okay. I have my music. I'm alright. Can't wait for the show to happen. I want to meet these guys, Trickster, and see what they're like. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just kind of leery of this guy that came by tonight, peeking into our windows. It's the first time again in a long time. So I stayed up all night to see if he was gonna show up again. I'm usually up every night anyway, so I'll pray for y'all.